I wasn't drinking, honest. I'll take you back to my childhood. And I brought my Barbies with me because I'm a Barbie girl. Some of the greatest achievements in history have been the results of accidents. The development of penicillin, the discovery of the New World. Barbie accidentally helped me to make my own great discovery when I was about 6 years old. And I'm going to have a drink of water so that I can read the rest of it.
Whiskey.
So excuse me.
That's not water.
It's water.
It is, honest. That's somebody who knows me well, though. I had lots of Barbies when I was little. Okay, so maybe they weren't real Barbies. Some were imitations, and they weren't all new. In fact, I don't know if I ever owned a new real Barbie. I don't remember having Barbie shoes or real Barbie clothes. Instead, my dolls wore scraps of cloth tied with a piece of a hair ribbon or a rubber band. A shimmery fabric scrap could become an evening gown. The cuff from a cut-off sock could be a strapless casual gaiter sock. I had lots of naked, ratty-haired Barbies. And they all shared one boyfriend, whose name was...
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, yes, you've heard this story. I didn't like G.I. Joe very much. He had too many ball and socket joints. He was short and stubby next to my trim hourglass-shaped ladies. But as much as I wished and begged for a Ken doll, my parents never bought me one. Despite the fact that they were a bad match and for lack of other eligible bachelors, my Barbies all dated G.I. Joe. Of course, the real fun was in getting dressed for those dates. I was combing my Barbie's ratty hair for her big night out with G.I. Joe when I decided to steady the doll upright between my thighs. Go ahead and try that, girls. Mary's trying it.
You know I would. There you go. Okay. You ready?
Okay, she's demonstrating. Okay, so I'm steadying her between my thighs to keep her from shifting while I worked on her updo. I held the rubber band in one hand and a little brush in the other as I began my work. But I found that she wiggled. She wiggled a little, so I pressed her tightly between my thighs, and that seemed to help. After a few moments of combing her hair, I noticed a strange tickling sensation in the place where my Barbie's legs were. It felt good. And after a moment or two, I put the brush down and just focused on wiggling Barbie's long, firm, slender legs to continue to create the pleasant tickling sensation. Pretty soon, I was a devoted doll hairdresser. Under the pretext of styling all my doll's hair, I enjoyed the sensation on a daily basis, until one day, my older sister Yolanda caught on. I know what you're doing with those Barbies. What? I asked, trying to look innocent. You know what? She continued, I'm going to tell Mom. I hadn't been aware that I'd been doing anything wrong, but I could tell by the tone in her voice that I'd surely be going to the fiery place, particularly myself. I didn't understand why it was wrong. My dad used to tickle my neck and stomach, saying, "Coochie, coochie," and laughing while I giggled until I thought I would pass out. Nobody ever acted like anything was wrong. You shouldn't be doing that, my sister said sternly. I'm sorry, I said, and I truly was. Please don't tell Mommy. I promise I won't do it anymore. Miraculously, my sister agreed. I was so happy that my mom didn't have to find out about my wickedness, that the first chance I got, I went straight to confession. I walked into the confessional at Our Lady of Victory Church, prepared to make a fresh start with Jesus. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I began with a few of the easy-to-confess sins. I didn't do my homework. I pretended not to hear when my mom said it was time for bed. Sins that nice children commit, which one or two of our fathers can easily erase. I was dancing all around the big one, trying to work up my nerve. I knew I'd have to say it or I'd go to hell. So I mustered up my courage and I finally spit it out. I did coochie coochie to myself down there with the Barbie. Silence. Pure, unadulterated silence is all that came back from the other side of the darkened screen, separating me from my confessor. Had I shocked him? He was quiet for so long I started to worry that there was nothing I could do to remove this sin. After a moment or two, the priest seemed to regain his composure and finally gave me a penance. I don't remember exactly what it was, a few Hail Marys and some acts of contrition. It was a breeze. I was a speed prayer anyway. I could pray like an auctioneer. On the way home from church, I felt like I was walking on clouds, as pure as an angel. I wished a car would run me down at that very instant so I could die and go straight to heaven before I had a chance to sin again. I was right to be afraid. Before too long, I would sin again.
Yeah.
And thank you to the ladies that were demonstrating with the Barbie. So now you have some other uses. All right, we're going to do a song from my childhood. This is, when you're a little kid, you often just listen to whatever your parents or your sisters and brothers are listening to. And my father liked ranchera music, so I grew up listening to this. This is a song that I really loved. It's called No Soy Monedita De Oro, which means I'm not a little gold coin. And the sentiment of the song is everybody likes a little gold coin, everybody likes to have money, but not everybody likes me. I'm who I am, and if you don't like me, too bad. Ow!